Islam is real. You understand? Captain Plausible, the ISUPK up on the Commander General Yohana. And we're going to do a quick look, some of the sport, man. We on Commander General Yohana's tour bus. We on the tour bus, baby, coming back from the Midwest Fire Weekend. You understand? Which was fire again. It was, the weekend was on fire again. You understand? We went down there, big ups to managing kind of cutting out quad, putting together another excellent weekend. You know, um, brothers, lecture was on point. The oh my God, the sister put together the brothers cook. God damn, you understand? Man, we had so many brothers and sisters. Yes, people in the world that came through and it still had an enormous amount of food left for good night. Uh, but it all was glorious, man. It all went down, you know. Uh, like I said, from the camp, from the brother collection, just from the brotherhood, period. You know what I mean? Just from all of us here together, you know, like what we supposed to, all right? And we're gonna read a few things. We ain't gonna go too long, but of course we driving. I got my main man, the ball child, the ones and the two. He on the ones and the twos and the tour bus. You know what I mean? And then we got the kids in the back. Tell the kids come up front so you can see how they like the weekend. Tell the kids to come up front, see if they enjoyed the weekend. We're gonna ask UPK kids how did they enjoy the weekend. We're gonna ask them what they enjoyed about it. Where everybody else at? Where everybody is. So brother. Come on over. That's right. The UPK love kids, you understand? We got the UPK kids up in this world with me. You gonna ask the kids. You got all of them up here?
What is it different?
You said what?
We are live on YouTube.
Hey, what be quiet, please?
All of them up here, out of work.
All right, we're gonna ask y'all some questions. How did y'all like the weekend? Y'all like it?
Really good. It's good. Really good.
What did y'all like the most?
The party.
Party. Oh yeah, the cookout.
Yes.
What did you like best about the cookout?
I liked it. Where we got to go in the bounce house.
Yeah. What you like, Mama?
I like that we get to get popcorn and snow cone.
Popcorn and snow cone. Oh yeah, we had Bounce City up in that joint. Bounce City took over Chicago. You understand? And there was no bounce house. Wait a minute, son. There was no bounce house, no snow cone. You understand? No popcorn, no games being played or sold other than, you understand, under the command of the because that was doing this probably. You understand? They went down, the kids said they loved it. Okay? What did you like the most, you want?
I like the most. We get to get hot dogs.
What is it?
He said he likes the part where you got to get hot dogs.
Oh, you like the hot dog? All right. All right. So y'all had fun?
He's gonna hear you.
Okay.
The worst part about the party was it was raining and they had to take the bouncy house down and we couldn't hit the pinata.
Yeah, I know. But you know what happened? Did you hear the brothers pray that rain away? We prayed to the Lord and the rain stopped so we could continue having a good time and stop didn't it? So that rain stopped. So it wasn't so bad. It rained on the scouts a little bit, wet up the pinatas. I know the kids wanted to smash them, but they still got all that wonderful candy. So it was still all good, So y'all look like y'all see go out there. You understand? And look, we went down. Kids loved it. They loved the bounce house, the Europa. They loved the snow cones and the hot dogs. You understand? And the popcorn. It went down. Okay. It went down. But We're gonna read a couple of these articles, man. We're gonna get off. We're gonna show you just how much Christians really don't believe in God. You understand? Because if they did, they wouldn't do such foolishness. Go ahead, read that article out.
Woman lets, quote, God take the wheel.
Woman let God take the wheel. You Christians are way too damn far with God idiocracy, with that dumb ish. You understand? Woman said, let God take the wheel. Ain't that what they be saying in church now? Let go and let God. Okay. Let God steer that car if he wants to. let Jesus take that wheel if he wants to. Keep going up.
As a test of faith in Beechwood high-speed crash.
Nice loud, boy. As a what?
As a test of faith.
As a test of faith. You understand? You're doing absolutely what the Bible says not to do, which is you are tempting. You are tempting the Most High. You can't do that. You understand? Ain't no testing no faith. Or was it?
What? So, Beechwood police are investigating a crash that happened just before midnight on June 15th. Officers responded to the 29,000 block of Richmond Heights Road, it's like Richmond Road, where a car had knocked down several power lines, a utility, and crashed into a house. Hold on one second. I think you turned it off. Yeah, you can't push that. You gotta go like this. Hold on. Yeah, just hold it like we back. Go ahead, bro. Officers responded to the 2900 block of Richfield Road where a car knocked down several power lines, a utility pole, and crashed into a house. No one in the home was hurt. The sister turned around and said, as a test of faith, right? So test her faith. And then she turned around and let go and let God. And then look at what happened. She crashed into knocked down several power lines, knocked down ran into some house, ran against the folks' houses. Like, come on. Like you got to be real to actually believe, because none of them believe in God, but this devil. You know what I'm saying? None of them lets go of any will except for this dummy here. You understand? But it's Christianity that even had her do that. You understand? It's Christianity, period, that had her thinking that, you know what? I'm going to just let go and let God. I'm going to let Jesus take the wheel. And then look at what happened to her. You understand? They killed a dumbass self. You understand? All of us. Big belief. We ain't believing in nothing. You understand? You ain't believing in God. You ain't believing in Jesus. You're not believing that they're going to steer your car. That's why you learn how to drive. You learn how to drive to do that, man. You understand? Turn around, you go, what you do first? You got to go and get that book so you can get your permit. So you can practice over the road. Right? You go and you pass the written test. And then you turn around and you find somebody in the family willing to let you drive their car. Last week, you drive my shit. But you turn around and let somebody in the family let you drive around, man, while they going on some runs and stuff. You riding with them, they let you try, get some practice behind the wheel, you know. Or you can just pull out, go take driving classes, but not so-called test your faith and let Jesus take the wheel. That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. So, go ahead, keep it going.
According to the police report, a woman, 31, approached the officer and told them she was driving the car and that her daughter, 11, was in the front passenger seat.
Good night, So you do this dumb shit with your 11-year-old child in the car. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. She don't care nothing about herself or that baby.
Right.
Go ahead.
Both the mother and the daughter were taken to the hospital for evaluation. Traffic cameras show the woman's vehicle headed south on Richmond Road at more than 100 miles an hour and driving through a red light at Shaker Boulevard.
So not only was you driving with no hands, and that was just a song called "Do It With No Hands." That was talking about twerking, you shake and dance. You understand? Not drive, but do it with no hands. And they turn around and actually speeding as well. Like, come on. And they took him in for evaluation. That's mentally first. You understand? They would evaluate them. Something wrong with them after they told them that story. They thinking, damn, something wrong with the mama and the damn baby. You know what I mean? Good night, I'll keep reading.
The woman hit another car, causing the vehicle to spin at a high rate of speed until it crashed into a utility pole, another car, and the house. The other driver was not injured. At the hospital, officers did not detect any sign of impairment from drugs or alcohol.
So the only thing they found is she turned around and almost cost somebody else their damn life. Doing this nonsense, man. Ran into another car, caused them to crash and knock down power lines and poles and hit a damn house too. Almost killed this person.
That's smart.
Go ahead, my friend.
This is why we say Christianity is one hell of a drug. Because they didn't find nothing else in her.
They ain't find nothing else.
The only drug she sold was Christianity.
Nothing but the seat, nothing in the trunk. They ain't find nothing. They ain't find no dope, no crack, heroin, no pills, no weed. Just
Christianity.
Good damn night. That is a drug that I would never want to get out. You understand? Make me cost my child, my life, my child, innocent people, man. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Yep. Go ahead, jump to the next one. Oh, yes. Go ahead.
The woman faces multiple charges, including felony assault, endangering a child, and driving under suspension.
Wait a minute. She not only let go to reckless driving, but she ain't gonna be driving at all. Her license is suspended. Damn. Now why did you ask Jesus to take the license to the bureau? You know what I'm saying? to the division of the damn motor vehicle and get your license back first.
Right.
Damn, Christians don't believe in God at all. They so out of order. You understand? They just want Jesus to take the wheel. When according to Jesus, you ain't supposed to be behind the damn wheel.
Right.
Hey, good night, man. Christianity is one hell of a drug. Damn. She ain't supposed to be driving.
Right.
Suspended like crazy. And she out driving like crazy.
Right.
Good damn night. And you know there's something about everybody that drive and don't have late insurance and all of that. Is they drive dumb as the hell they want to. They run stop signs, like they are less cautious than people that got insurance. I'm not saying that everybody that has insurance drive like they supposed to either.
Right.
But god damn, at least if you don't have insurance, if you don't have plates, if you don't have a license, why the hell are you speeding? You want to get caught. You understand? You want to get a ticket. You want to get arrested. So they told your car to arrest you for driving on suspended. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. They can lock you up for driving on suspension. If they feel like they'll tow your car, man, and it just makes no sense. With all of what we going through, I do understand black people mistake that we poor, but we gotta try to if you got vehicles, get your plates, man. Get your license, get your insurance. You understand? I remember Commander Johanna said, we don't need to give them no more of our damn money. You understand that what we have to. We don't have to pay speeding ticket. Just drive like you got some sense. You don't have to turn around and give them go to their court, they court calls, then pay the fine for you breaking the law. And then all you gotta pay all of that. You just simply get what you supposed to have, man. And then don't be like this Christian idiot driving on suspension. High off Jesus. She high off Jesus out. Let Jesus take you. Let me tell you something. I'll never let the wheel of this goddamn mess bus go. You understand? What the hell? I'm not asking Jesus to take the wheel. I'm gonna take the wheel, man. Right. You understand? I remember real quick sidebar. We was driving to Kansas City one time. We had a blowout in this big boy. And what you want? Yeah, you know, we turned around, man, and the tire blew right. And this mega bus went to swing, was rocking everywhere, right? And all I could think of was everybody on the bus was dying. You know what I'm saying? And I get up, I see Rapayala, he trying, he holds, get him this horse trying to get away from him. It's swinging, it's rolling, it's jumping, it's everywhere. And so I lightly went right up to him so he wouldn't panic. You understand? I said, slow it down now. I'm going to slow it down. Say that. You understand? And before you know it, he got control of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he was scared. You know what I'm saying? Because he was thinking the same thing. He didn't want everybody to die either. You know? And he turned around, he calmed, they helped him calm down. He grabbed the wheel and wanted to pull right on over to the side. You know where he goes, no. So he pulled over, did that, and then changed the tire, and then we was gone. You know? But just saying, man, we ain't cool by long we got here. You understand? I didn't want Jesus to take that wheel. I asked Viola to take the wheel. You understand? And steer this thing to the side, get it under control so that we can get home safe. That's how you do that. You understand? And that's ain't no brotherhood in no Christian church. The pastor would have turned around, started screaming, and jumped on the seat and prayed to Jesus. You understand? That's what the pastor did. That's what the members would have did. Left the goddamn drive up there, scared and killed everybody. Go ahead. Hey, come on. Everybody start
panicking. Already panicking. Everybody else around
right.
It's going to be worse.
Exactly. And look, the sisters and the kids were screaming and shit. I had their brothers tuned right into me. You know what I'm saying? It was me and him right here behind their wheel. Not Jesus. I ain't calling on Jesus. You understand? I couldn't call on Jesus at that moment. I had to call on my y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had to make that make sense, man. I had to get the one who was actually behind the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God! I forgot. See, that's why that happened. See, that's why the tire blew. See, we didn't pray for traveling grace. Man, we'd have prayed for traveling grace. We'd have been Jesus would have been on the bus. Man, all of this stuff is silly, y'all. All of that is silly, it's nonsense, and it's not even real. You understand? Of course we believe in God and ISUPK. Of course we believe in Christ and ISUPK. But guess what? We also believe in one another, man. You can't turn around at that moment when everybody about to die. Who you gonna call on? You understand? The tire is blue. You know, I got to call on the man behind the wheel. Not Jesus.
But somehow we the cope because we don't believe in all that school.
Yeah, we come for that. You know, because we at that point we had to depend and believe on one another so that we could get home safe.
Right.
You know, come on, man. That's just like in war. You ain't praying to God. You got guns, you got knives, you got swords, you got bombs. You got take the AK-47. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's nonsense. You gotta believe on the brothers that's out there warring with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got swords with you. Now, no doubt, the Bible said that God will be with you. You understand? If you serve Him, right? If you're keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord will be with you. So, like I said, we definitely want the Lord to be with us. So we keep all of the commandments. Unlike the Christians in the church, they don't. They don't. They just try to believe in some magic and focus on what Jesus take the wheel. When it will never happen. Jesus will never take that wheel in spirit. See, He did help you in. You understand? Like, don't tempt the Lord, man. You can't do that. What else you said? I get that from you. Where Christ said, not tempt the Lord, man. You can't do that. You cannot do that. That is evil as hell to tempt the Lord with. Take the wheel. Like Christ got tempted to Satan. So he said, the Lord is God with you. He get charged of his angels. You know what I'm saying? He get charged of his angels, man. Now, we're gonna see what Christ said. If this sister was in the truth that did this, you understand? She was in the truth with us, she would have known not to do what she did. She would have never done that. You understand? She would have known what Christ said as far as being tempted to do something that we're not supposed to do. We're going to find out what he said. Go ahead, read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 7. Jesus said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Okay, go back one more. Say that.
Verse 6. And saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God,
Okay, this is Satan. You took Christ upon his mountain and was tempting him. You know? So yeah, if thou be the Son of God, if you are the Son of God, you know,
cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee.
okay, then he turned around and he said, cast thyself down, man, don't only jump. Just jump. And the Most High is going to give the angels charge, meaning that, you know, it's going to tell the angels to come save you. You understand? And it's like Satan said, Most High sitting there, and then you jump off a cliff, and then he wake up and say, oh no, I'm saying, and the angels are going to slide it down and catch you killing yourself. That's not what happens. You gonna hit the rocks. You gonna hit the bottom, you hit the water. Wherever you at. You understand? You're going to go down if you do that. And this is what Christ had to say in response to Satan tempting him, trying to get him to cast, trying to get him to jump off that mountain. Go ahead, I'll read.
And in their hands shall they bear thee up.
Okay, so he's saying, in their hands and the angels' hands, he don't bear you up and they ain't gonna let you hurt yourself, they ain't gonna let you fall, they ain't gonna let you die. You go.
Lest at any time thou dash thy foot against the stone.
Right. So if you just turn around and just simply walk into a wall, walk your foot on a rock, you understand? Matter of fact, on the side of the bed, on that bed, you know what I'm saying? That bedpost. I know I done hit my damn foot on. Look, ain't that angel came to stop people from bumping my goddamn toe up on their goddamn bed ring.
Right.
You understand? So that's what Satan is basically saying. Okay, is that he don't give him charge. They don't let you hit your toe up on rocks. You understand? Let alone you fall and straight down. You understand? You going up.
Now, verse 7. And Jesus said unto him.
Now this is his response. This is our King Christ. This is his response. This is the one that the church claims to be believing in and following and serve so much. He's such a freak for. But then they don't do nothing he said. You understand? And her, in that article, that sister turned around and called herself having a test of faith. And she was going to test her faith to see if Jesus would actually take that with her. And you see what happened. But if she'd have known this before she did that nonsense, then she would have been all right. She wouldn't have done that. She would have been that damn stupid. Go ahead, keep reading.
It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Don't even tempt Moses. Don't even play with him like that. You understand? Ain't that what niggas saying? Hey, man, they don't play with me like that. You understand? Somebody do something, you will say something. That be the response. That's the old head. Hold on, young fella. Who you talking to? Man? Don't play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, that ain't how they get down. That's not how the Most High get down. The Most High don't sing and jump to your tune, man. You understand? Who are you to where you think the Most High gonna jump to your tune? All the blessings that they've been asking and begging for every week in church, ain't none of them happy yet. And they still ain't realize that God ain't answering none of their prayers. Now. They do not realize that the Most High is not answering none of that nonsense.
So,
Just go ahead.
you know, that actually kind of reminds me of the saying that people use a lot nowadays, whereas try Jesus, don't try me. Christ is telling you don't try him either.
Right. You understand?
Christ said don't try me either.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Well, exactly. Why would you? You understand? Well, only a fool would, like this sister is on. Only a fool would try Jesus. You understand? Only a fool would try the Most High. You understand? Uh-oh. Hold on. The things just not coming in. Hold on.
Oh, for the article.
Yeah.
See?
Okay, there we go. We back. Look, I was wondering what was going on. Yeah. We blacked out for a minute. We back. You understand? Jesus, take the cell phone. Yes. Jesus, take the live broadcast. Okay. You understand? Look, I'm gonna pay that internet bill so we can turn around and live stream. That's what we do. Not pray to Jesus that my stream work. Yeah, look, we have, especially in St. Louis, but we have all kinds of mic issues, EQ issues, streaming issues, and everything. We got to get in there and work that kind of thing. You understand? And get it up to where it works, where it streams. We ain't begging for Jesus to take the stream. We pay the bill.
Right.
Pay the bill. You understand? Oh, good night. But go ahead. Finish with you. What you doing on the scripture?
No, that was it.
All right, also, you get the point. You understand?
Yeah, right.
I hope you. I know you get. I know you'll never be a fool. Let your will go. You understand? Come on, man. Like that's great. You know, give us the next thought.
No. Well, I'm scared again.
They scared again. What they scared of?
St. Louis doctors, doctors and leaders concerned about an increase in COVID cases.
Good. They scared again. You understand? Look, the ISUPK ain't been scared at all. You understand? Look, we just take the necessary precautions, follow the mandate, until you put a mask on every damn where. We just put the mask on, man, and keep moving. You understand? We serve the Most High. Either way it goes. We already know that this is prophesied in the Bible to happen. You understand? These diseases ain't just happening just because.
Right.
You know, no disease is just randomly happening just because, man. You understand? The Most High sends plagues. Most High sends diseases and earthquakes and tsunamis. You understand? And all of that, man. Not just because it's happening. You understand? So they scared again. This new one got them bugged out. Go ahead, I can read.
The St. Louis region is dealing with another wave of coronavirus cases. Quote, it seems like a roller coaster, to be honest. End quote. Dr. Mohammed Ali with SSM Health St. Joseph and Lake St. Louis said. The St. Louis County Executive, Dr. Sam Page, said cases in St. Louis County are up nearly 65% if he is concerned.
How much is it?
Nearly
The
65%.
COVID cases is up 65% tonight, man. That's a lot of COVID out. Woo, it's up. Just when you thought it was going away. They thought COVID was gone, Rock. Yeah. They were singing and dancing everywhere like on Oz when the Wicked Witch was dead. You understand? Oh, they thought COVID was dead. They thought it was over. They thought it was over, man. Look, Manager YAHANNA told you several different times. This is just the beginning.
Right.
This is just the beginning, man, of what's to come. It's gonna get worse. Go ahead.
But like, and you got to look back at what the manager YAHANNA was saying, was telling our people to go ahead and take the vaccine. He didn't say the vaccine was going to completely protect you. He didn't say it's going to fully cure you. What he said is that's what's required to travel. So if you got to, it's not going to hurt you. But what you got to do is if you need to travel, like the generals do, like the captains do, like the officers do, and you want to go see your brothers in Jamaica, you want to see your brothers in Canada or the UK, take what you got to take and then go. He never said it was going to cure. Like everybody else was thinking, oh, this is going to be the end of it. No, he said just take this vaccine. But guess what? This is the beginning of the play.
Right.
Like that was never determined back. No, this is just the beginning.
Right.
You think it's over with? No.
Right.
Everybody else is panicking, and that's
Exactly.
just crazy to see because it's like you would think they would start listening to the ISUPK at one point.
God.
You would think they would finally start listening because when you're right so many times, you think you would just start listening every now and then.
Yeah, right. And it's telling me what you said is the damn professionals that got all the research, all the damn medicine, all the chemicals. You understand? Putting it all together to help save everybody from dying from COVID. Scared as hell. All of the leaders, all of them, from CDC on down to your black preachers and your ministers and your black activists and your what's it, Black Lives Matter. They are all scared. But what do we have? We just some little niggas from the ghetto, man. All we got is God. You understand? All we got is our king in these laws. And we ain't scared at all. We ain't been, well, some of them are doctors in there. Some of them are nurses in there. Some of them, you understand, know more research on whatever topic. You understand? But not all of us. You understand? I ain't no doctor. You know what I mean? I ain't studied it. I ain't no nurse. Look, the only thing I can do for you is give you a Band-Aid and some Neosporin. You know what I mean? I can get you some Advil, okay, if your head hurts. All right, that's what I can do for you. I can't turn around and put together no medicines. You understand? I can't put that together for you and then say, all right, take this and call me in the morning. You understand? So I can't say that. Okay? But like I said, we got some doctors and some lawyers in it. I mean, some nurses in it. They're not lawyers. Anybody did nothing. You understand? Illegal. But we got lawyers in it too. I remember once General Hyman said, we need some dentists. You understand? We need some dentists in this nation. You understand? And look, as I came from the dentist office, getting my teeth cleaned, I had my kids, they want to be dentists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, turn around 79 in dental school. had him fixing all the teeth in the day. Yeah. But that's all we got, man. And we got each other. You understand? We got the Most High, we got our King, Yahushua, we got these laws, we got the general, we got the captains, we got each other, man. So, you understand? That's what we got. And we not scared. We ain't been scared now. One day. We ain't been scared to take the back, not take the back. None of that. You understand? We ain't been scared now. One single day. The rest of the world is. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly all disappointed to be facing another wave of the pandemic, he said.
Yeah. Of course they are. They are disappointed. They thought it was all over. But guess what? It's not. Go ahead.
Dr. Page and Malik are urging every person to get the coronavirus vaccine to combat the surge. This vaccine gave us hope. We were open again. But now I'm scared again, Dr. Malik said.
I'm scared again. This is the doctor, man. Now, what the patient supposed to be if the damn doctor is scared to death? Come on, man. Somebody got to have some balls around this joint, man. You understand? Somebody you got to have a strong leader. Your leader got to be solid. They can't be goddamn be weak. Like I said, the men that's making the medicine, they scared. Huh? So how the hell you gonna depend on them? Go ahead.
That's the thing. Like, don't get it twisted. This vaccine, it's not like it's working somewhat, but it's still not working exactly the way they thought it was. I know a sister that got the vaccine and then contracted the coronavirus twice.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Fully vaccinated, still caught it.
Yeah.
Twice. So it doesn't stop. It doesn't necessarily stop the spread. It may stop the severity in some cases, but you still gonna end up coming down with it. And you still end up coming down with it and giving it to somebody else, whether you're vaccinated or not.
Vaccinated or not.
And that's what I think is scaring them the most, because they think like, oh well, you vaccinated against smallpox, you won't get smallpox.
Right.
You vaccinated against measles, you won't get measles. They vaccinated against COVID, and you still catch it.
And you still get to go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this thing. It's not foolproof. And then first off, it's not even half for real, because they put a few things together, but hell, it was something new. That's why it's called Nova. You know what I'm saying? Because it's new. You understand? So they didn't know what to do. But they went off of something old that they did in the past, and it helped out a little bit. It helped out a little bit, but guess what? We still got more to go. Still got more to go. Go on, jump to the next one. Jump to the next one, man. If we ain't gonna let go of this wheel, we're gonna steer this bad boy all the way back home from Chicago to St. Louis. That's what we gonna do. You understand? Give me the ones about Kid and Gorman. Oh, wait a minute, you got another one? What's up?
Oh, that was good.
Go ahead. Whatever you got, go ahead.
All right. It says, more vaccinated people are dying of COVID in England than the unvaccinated. And here's why.
Good. Nice, huh?
More vaccinated people are dying of COVID than unvaccinated, according to a recent report from the Public Health of England. The report showed that 163 of the 257 people, 63.4%, who died within 28 days of a positive COVID test from February 1st to June 21st, had received at least one dose of the vaccine. At first glance, this is significantly alarming, but it is exactly as would be expected.
Good. Nice. So they turn around, you get the vaccination, and they still dying more out there in the UK.
Okay.
Good. Nice. And guess what? It's gonna happen here too. Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I was just saying. These people getting these vaccines, these vaccines are foolproof. And that as soon as you get them, you're safe. You're not. So then the people who get these vaccines start taking more risky behavior. They start crowding around more often. They start placing. They think that these vaccines are armor, and it's not. It's a simple sort of precaution, but you're still going to catch it. You're still going to get these diseases, and it's not sinking in. And it's just a small help. It's a band-aid.
Right.
Right, this isn't a bulletproof vest.
Right. Hell yeah. And look, and they got bullets that even go through a vest. You understand? So guess what? I ain't gonna kill them, but don't push me. You understand? Oh yeah, but man, this stuff ain't, it ain't foolproof, man. You can't. I seen a video, a TikTok video, funny as hell. It's a it said once you it was before and after the vaccination, and it was two brothers. And right at first, they had their mask on, they had suits on, they had, they had all kinds of stuff on, right? So they turned around and okay, I got it. We want to make a stop real quick. Kids got to get the bathroom. The video, they was before the vaccination, they was all masked up. They was scared of somebody being close to them and this and that. And then it switched to after they took the vaccination, they had regular clothes on, no mask on. They giving everybody hugs and people sneezing on. Somebody sneezed and he actually said, "Oh," and then he went into the sneeze. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was funny as hell, but what you say is what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? They turn around and take the vaccination and it's like, "Oh, well, I ain't gonna get it." You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm straight. And that's just not the truth. You cannot do that. You know, take the precautions. Whether you got the vaccination or not. Go ahead.
I got both of mine. And as soon as I go into a place that I know is going to be crowded, I wear my mask because I'm not retarded. Like here's the thing. Even though they reduce the severity, I don't want to get none of it. None of it. I don't want to get the sniffles from it. I don't want to get an extra cough from none of that.
Right.
So I wear my protective gear because that's the smart thing to do. Just because you have a fire suit don't mean you just go stand in fire. You run in and you get back out.
Right.
You don't linger in it.
Right. Go ahead and save everybody and then you get the hell out of the
Child of God.
You know what I'm saying? Not just stay there talking about I got on suits that the firefighters wear.
Right.
Them things will burn eventually too. Come on now, they hold you for a second. You know what I'm saying? They got you for a while. How long do suits last in the fire? How many minutes?
I only think like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's why they get the hell in and get the hell out. You understand? You don't see them in there, even in their suit. You understand? They get them out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said,
that's why when you watch firefighters train, they don't train to walk in buildings and walk upstairs. They run in the building. They run up the
jump in the goddamn wall. They jump through the wall.
They don't take the long way around. They try to cut a hole in the wall. They're trying to get their fans to get back out there.
They got to get you.
Ain't no lingering.
They got to get you. You understand? You're damn right. That's an excellent point. They don't turn around and try to open the door and unlock it.
Right.
They take that goddamn saw, cut the hinges off, and pull you out the car. You understand? It's on fire. You understand? So they got to get you. But yeah, they don't. Jump to the next one. They don't have anything that's 100%. But what we got to ask, we definitely got the Most High. All right, the Most High is with us. This is a wonderful feeling, man. We don't have to talk all that magical talk like the Christians do. You know what I'm saying? The Christians talk all that talk, and God ain't nowhere thinking about their butts, man. You understand? But here we are. We don't even do that magical nonsense, and we absolutely got more faith than them. We don't do all that talking.
Right.
Now we teach like crazy. You understand? We teach it all over the earth every day. You understand? Of the week, night, morning classes, afternoon, night, whatever, late night, on Clubhouse now, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. We teach it everywhere all day like crazy. But we ain't doing all that talk. Oh, Jesus, please, Lord help me, be with me, drive us crazy, take the wheel, and You said you would do it. You understand? How you gonna charge the Lord? You understand?
Right.
How you gonna charge the Lord, man? You can't do that. Talking about what you said you was gonna do. Jesus, now you said you would take care. Get you bold as hell. You understand? Come on, man. That nonsense, man. But go ahead, read the next one.
Okay. Kim Gardner is a poor excuse for a prosecutor.
Hey, Kim Gardner is back under fire, boy. Ooh, she back under fire with this. You understand? And the family and the goddamn devils, her colleagues, her co-workers, everybody is on her head. Look, they already wanted her out, right? She turned around in the first round, where they were sending her death threats and all of that. So you cannot do the work of the devil and then think you're safe. You understand? You're not safe. You're not exempt from his treachery just because you work for him and you're doing his dirty work. You can get it too. You understand? Ain't that what they say? Anybody can get it up. Oh, you can get it. And Kim Gardner, get me, boy. They sent her. They were so cold with it to where they sent her death threats with names and addresses on it. They sent her letter saying, "You black bitch, I will kill you," with their name and they address, the return sender. You know what I'm saying? Who sent me this? And they got the name on it. I mean, they was making videos and audios and leaving her voicemails, senators and other police officers and everybody. And nothing happened to none of them people, man. Because guess what? You are still a nigga when you get through. They don't give a damn because you pulling people up, because you putting people in jail. And what she did was Kim was protecting her career. You understand? That's what she was doing. By not prosecuting so many cases. She just was doing it by the book, saying that, you know what, the book says we have to have this, and this is not there, so therefore I cannot prosecute. And that's all. She wasn't really doing nothing special. And, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of innocent brothers and stuff like that, man, as much as we've suffered, you understand? Now, I'm not saying allow us to be criminals.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all, because we're not supposed to be criminal at all. That's against the law. So whatever kind of criminal you are, if you go to the gas station and steal out of bed, you're a criminal. Most High hates that. If you write checks, if you boost out the mall, if you sell drugs, if you sell ass, whatever you're doing, you understand? Whatever sin you commit, Lord don't like none of it. And he's against it all. So we should not be criminals of no sort. But as much oppression as we have suffered, you understand? Some of those brothers and sisters is going to have a chance to change their life and not get worse in the system.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some of them, they're gonna end up here in the ISUPK convention, and they're going to come into this truth and change their life. You understand? But Kim is under fire one more time, boy. They're gonna get her. They're gonna get her out of there. That's what they want. And she's going. You understand? You go against them, you got to go. Just like that sister that went against her partner. What was that in Detroit? Where the partner was beating the brother up, they pulled him over?
That was in Buffalo.
In Buffalo, okay. Up in New York. They turned around and the white cop, her partner, was beating the hell out of the brother for no reason. And the sister went to stop him. And he turned around and punched her in her nose and broke her damn nose. Then they turned around and fired her. And then told her she'll never work in that town again for doing that. She said, you'll never work in this town again. How dare you come up against me? You come up against that white man if you want to. You get your nose broke. You know what I mean?
And so I
Go ahead.
for her, it is mean as a cop. They met.
Oh, yeah, period.
She had to move.
She had to move
Out of state.
She couldn't even find a place to live. They wouldn't even give her a place to live around that town. They missed that, boy. So she had to straight relocate, man. You sure right. Not just as a cop.
Right.
They wouldn't give her a McDonald's job.
Right.
They told her, we meant you would never work in this town again. We meant that. You'll do no kind of work. You're not even going to push the buggies at Walmart. You understand? And at Snooks, at grocery stores. You're not even going to be a bagger. You understand?
Right.
If you see how evil that has to be out,
There we go.
you only let a motherfucker bag up groceries, right? Hey, they hate you that much. That's how much they actually hate you. You know? And this is why we need to be separated from them, man. This is why Kim Gardner shouldn't be trying to do the work for them. Let them do their own dirty work. No black man or woman should be any type of politician at all, man. At all. You ain't doing your people no justice. Go ahead.
But this right here is an example of exactly what you said, right? In this case, it's the so-called black family victim, right? But it's Kim Gardner protecting her prosecutorial record, right? And then the evidence was to a certain extent, but there were witnesses and things like that, but it was nothing solid. So she let the killer go not because she thought that the killer maybe not did kill somebody. It's who I cannot guarantee that I'm going to be able to prosecute them. So I'm gonna let them go.
And you know what? On this one, it actually she got a little twist. She got a little twist to it. Read. Matter of fact, we're gonna read the next one. Read a little bit of what the family had to say, and then we're gonna jump to the next one. It explains. And the head prosecutor, the lead attorney quit. And it's gonna tell you why. Go ahead. Read a little bit. And then jump to the next one.
St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner's office has essentially abandoned its duty to prosecute those charges with crime.
Did the family say anything in this?
No. Family members have said they haven't heard anything about the case from anyone other than the homicide detective. Says, why was it so hard to pick up the phone and call us to let us know what was going on? Asked Sierra Moore, Randy Moore's oldest sister. I believe that's the name of Randy Moore. Our investigations also found the number of cases dismissed and Gardner took office, like just 5 years ago, has doubled. Every filing charges in other cases offers little comfort to Brad Beasley, another one of Randy Moore's sisters. Kim Gardner, of course, speaks for a prosecutor.
All right, now stop right there. Let's jump to the next one. Jump to the next one. And we're going to break it down on why and how all of this happened. Yeah, you just cannot, you understand, do their dirty work. Kim Gardner is over child support as well. And there's so many brothers getting run through that ringer, man. So many brothers, just because they can't afford to make their payments, they got to lose their freedom, man. In this country, no man is supposed to go to jail for any monetary debt at all. But you know what they took and did? They took and made what they call a loophole. And they said they made child support an obligation debt. You understand? So that way, guess what? You are obligated to make this payment. So this does not, this is not considered just simply a monetary debt. You understand? Right. So they want to know how they could mass incarcerate brothers. You understand? And now they got sisters locked up for this too. They locking our sisters up for child support as well. You understand? So they turn around and they want to know how they can lock us up by the damn thousands. You understand? And they doing it by child support. And she's over one of the, oh my God. I don't see how you black, period, whether you be man or a woman, and sit in that office, man, and listen to them brothers damn cry because they know they finna go to prison. You know what I'm saying? How the hell could you listen to that? Let alone officiate it and be the one to sign the paper and say you're going to jail because you can't fucking pay. You know, that's ridiculous, man. You understand? That is ridiculous. But that's the system. That's the system that we keep explaining to you that was not designed for you to prosper in any way. It wasn't designed for you to get ahead in any way. You understand? It was designed for you to fail.
Right.
Designed for you to fail. And that's why they got so many different ways that you can fail. You can fail, oh my God, at everything. Damn, so is the gas station failing and fixing the pumps? Damn, almost all of them out of order at night. You understand? Go ahead and read the next article.
Okay. Judge drops murder charges after no-show of prosecutor from St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office.
The judge dropped the charges. You understand? Keep going.
St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner is under fire after judge drops murder charges against an accused killer.
So Kim Gardner is under this fire because the judge dropped the charges, and let's find out why.
The unusual move came after the prosecutor from Kim Gardner's office, who was assigned the case, did not show up in court.
They didn't show up in court. You understand? They turn around and they obligated. It's their duty to come and prosecute. They prosecute. They supposed to be there. Right? But they didn't show up. Go ahead.
Okay. Now the chairman of the St. Louis Automatic Public Safety Committee wants to call Gardner in front of his committee to explain the incident. Judge Jason.
Wait, not you. Go ahead.
Judge Jason Singheiser wrote a scathing order dropping the charge of murder. Dropping charges of murder. An accused killer, Brandon Campbell, was released from jail and is still at large. The judge noted in his order that the prosecutor who was assigned the case was on maternity leave for 3 months and said the office hadn't replaced her.
She was on maternity leave, right? And the office hadn't replaced her. That's why I said it's a twist to this. You understand? This was real messy and sloppy. You understand? Real messy and sloppy. Hey, Abba, Shalom, Yabba Shemesh Rakatah.
Shalom, Yabba Shemesh Rakatah.
You got it. What's cracking?
Shit, Shinner at the slave, tuning in.
Man, right. You hold it down at the slave. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Right.
No doubt. You understand? Go ahead and finish that article. We about to finish up the article, Bob. We're damn near done on it now. I know you couldn't break away from the devil. You understand? I know you always jump on. You feel me? But,
yeah, you already know.
We'll wrap it up. We driving, but you know how we dedicated to this work. You know what I'm saying? So we still had to stream. We still had to go live. You understand? From Command Junior YAHANNA's St. Louis megabus. You understand?
Damn right, Salakia.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second, Bob. We're gonna finish this up.
Come.
The judge sharply criticized Gardner's office for the mix-up, saying the circuit attorney's office has essentially abandoned its duty to prosecute those it charges with crimes.
Okay, so that's what you were saying is still correct. You understand? It's still correct what you were saying, but I'm about to tell you a little twist to this. You understand? Got a little twist to this. You understand? They failed to prosecute at the same time, but here on this one, I'm gonna just sum it up so we can get about it. The attorney ended up quitting because someone forged her signature on the whole 3 months that she been out, 3-4 months she been out on maternity leave. Somebody has been forging her signature on paperwork. Instead of them replacing her and putting another attorney in there, they just sign and all saying that this is what, okay, she's approved this, she's denying this, she's approved. You know what I'm saying? And just pushing the paperwork forward. Instead of just having someone that could physically be and take her place. You understand? So they all over this one. This one is a huge mess. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
huge goddamn mess. You understand? But that's why I say, you know, none of our people should be doing the work of the devil. They can do their own goddamn work. Us, we need to be coming together as a people, serving the Most High, keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments and obeying him. You understand? And then guess what? The more we come together, the more we'll have, the more brothers can get their plates. We don't have to worry about we can put in for everybody to have insurance and all of that. We could really do something if this nation would come together as one. You understand? Versus trying to be individuals going to church and just simply praying for you to get rich, for you to have a good job, for you to have a nice house, a nice car, and your kids. We could turn around and we can make it happen for all of us to where everybody will have a place to stay. Now, I know everybody ain't gonna be in mansions. Lord will, I'll be in one. You know what I'm saying? But you at least have a decent place to live. You understand? Good running water, heat, and air. You ain't gotta sit outside with the damn elements and the weather. You understand? If this nation would come together, we ain't got to worry about depend on Reverend Rice. You could depend on Commander General YAHANNA, and he can give brothers and sisters places to stay like what he's already doing.
Right.
You understand? We can do it on a much larger scale if this nation would come together. You understand? So you got something you want to say about it?
Kind of what kind, sir. I got I'm right here on Yahoo News with it's a paragraph on Kim Gardner that shows, you know what I'm saying, the crafty counsel and the hatred, the perpetual hatred that the so-called oppressor has on his sister and our people, man. And it starts off, it says, Kim Gardner was supposed to be tough on crime. Like she ain't been doing her job. You know,
Nice.
you know, and then it goes on to say that Gardner, the first black woman to be elected St. Louis Circuit Attorney, campaigned on progressive changes and vowed to go after criminals and hold them accountable, which she has been doing. Then it goes on to say she did flashy interviews on 60 Minutes and Nightline and grabbed even more headlines when she sued the city, its police union, and 5 other devils in 2020 for what she called a racist effort to block her reform agenda. See, they don't want her to do the job the way it's supposed to be done. They want her to do it the way they want it to be done. You know, and that just goes to show the hatred towards our people. That's all I had. Still there, Cap?